Hey everyone, this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and I am back with day 21 for the March Madness Sketch Challenge for Scrap Now, Sleep Later. This is a sketch we're going to be using today. It comes together pretty quickly. I'm going to be using this Echo Park collection called Magical Birthday, and I'm going to be documenting some photos of a first birthday. I looked through the paper, and this paper is so cute. I love all of the Disney colors, and then they put in that birthday theme. I decided to use the balloon paper, and I was going to use that paper at the top there with the white background, and it has like party hats on it. But once I got it on the white paper, I didn't really like it, so I decided to use the back side of it. I decided to cut the papers at 2.5 inches. I did pull out this black cardstock. I thought that if I cut a 1-inch piece to go on the top and bottom of the strips, but it actually doesn't end up making it on the layout, but it will be on there for quite a bit. So you'll see here that I have decided to put the strips down and put that black paper behind it to add a little something to it. The main reason I decided against it was because once I cut down the banner piece on the left, I knew I wouldn't be able to make that black piece work. So these photos are of my friend's son when he turned 1. They did a kind of photo shoot with him, and you can see here that this is where I was like, I just don't like the white, and I felt like there was too much of a white background. So I do turn it over and use this red tone-on-tone paper at the top. I go ahead and cut in a banner strip. Once I cut the banner strip, I use the piece that was cut off to make the marks for the other piece so that the banner strips are the exact same size. I do go ahead and ink all of my edges in black soot. At first, I was just going to use a 4x4 photo on the right instead of a 4x6 because my photo was in the wrong orientation, but I didn't like the way that looked. So I would look through the cards, and I found this card here that says Celebrate the Birthday Boy. So I go ahead and cut that out, and then I do cut that photo that I had cut down to a 4x4 down to a 3x4. And then I lay the photos back out. I do go ahead and ink the edge of that card as well. Then I'm going to adhere all of the paper down. So as I'm doing that, I do want to encourage you guys to go check out the Scrap Now, Sleep Later Facebook group. We are having an amazing challenge over in the group for March Madness. If you want to follow along with us in this March Madness challenge, there's a $10 fee, and once you pay that, you'll be entered into the March Madness Facebook group, and you'll get inspiration from all of the sketches, and people are posting so many different things. You can see there that Eli just made a little appearance. He came into my room and asked if he could pop his head in, and I told him that I would leave it in. So once I get all of the paper down, I do go ahead and adhere all of the photos down. I do lay all the photos flat to the layout, and I do pop up that 3x4 card. So like I was saying, we would love to have you over at the March Madness Challenge. There's lots of inspiration. There's lots of people following along. So not only will you get access to all the sketches, but then you will also get access to everyone's interpretation of the sketch, so you can see all the different ways to use those particular sketches. For the banner pieces in the upper right hand corner, I decided to pull out the 6x6 paper pad and use that to cut the banner strips so that the patterns would be in a much smaller scale. The first one that I pulled out was another white background, and it has just a bunch of different like birthday sayings on it. It says like birthday magic, birthday boy. It has a cake that is in the birthday colors. And then I also used this black paper with white stars on it. I do cut the banner pieces to 2 inches. So they're 2 inches wide as well as 2 inches long. And then go ahead and adhere both of those flat to the layout. I pulled out the ephemera packs. I have both of them for this collection, and I decided to use the really large piece that says "To the Birthday Dude." I felt like that really took up that space in the upper left-hand side. I do also ink the edges of that with the black soot, and I do add it up on fun foam to that section. I went ahead and pulled out my embellishment book because I didn't really find any stickers that I liked. And I have a specific embellishment book that contains all of my Disney embellishments. So I found this Viewmaster that has a viewfinder in it that says magical. I have a little circle there that says wish. And then I found this little guy that actually kind of looks like him. And he's holding a balloon and it says say cheese. And I just added a piece of fun foam next to that ephemera piece and then added him to it so that he stands up just like it does on the fun foam. Next to the banner piece, I do add this puffy balloon and it has some banner tags on the string as well. I also add a Mickey head up to the top in a like brad shape, and then also a flat Mickey over on the far left. And then I do pull out a brad in a Mickey hat and add that to the bottom cluster. I sometimes forget that I have this book. It's from Tim Holtz and it has like a bunch of different sayings on it. So I pulled out 3 sayings that I thought could work and I add them to each one of the clusters. The top there just says, leave a little sparkle wherever you go. The one on the far right says, adventure awaits you. And then the one on the far left says, be fearless. And I felt like those 3 really were like inspirations for his birthday. I go ahead and pull out my enamel shapes in black, as well as my wood veneer. I add a star to each one of the clusters. And once I pick out those clusters, I go ahead and use my glue press to get all of those down. So here is my final layout, as well as some close-ups. I hope that you're enjoying this sketch a day. We are more than halfway there. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layout inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.